Fans and the Prime Minister has forced the NRL to backflip on a decision to axe the National Anthem from the State of Origin. And joining us is ARL Chairman Peter V'landys. Peter, always good to have you on. I tell you what, when you get a call from the PM himself, you know it's big. Is it the right thing to play the anthem on Wednesday night?
Absolutely the right thing to do. Look, we thought and believe that sport is an escapism, especially rugby league. It's an area for relaxation. You want to get away from the politics. You want to get away from the everyday life. And that's why, we don't want to get involved in the political stoush. It's not about being political. It's about rugby league and it's about an escapism and it's about relaxation. So we don't want to be in a political turmoil.
So what was the reasoning then behind the decision in the first place to not play the anthem?
Look, we decided that there was 4 games that we'd play the anthem on, and in particular the grand final, which we played last Sunday, and international games, the Anzac games, etc. And one of the games that wasn't included was the State of Origin. In hindsight, that was a mistake. We realise that now, and we reversed the decision immediately. So
we asked people at home what they thought about this, Peter, and 89% said yes, it was right for the NRL to reverse its decision and reinstate the National Anthem. Here's what some of them had to say. Rebecca said, "What a stupid decision to make in the first place. Why do we have to keep axing everything at the thought that someone may get offended?" Jackson says, "It's a song about the English made up by Scotsmen. I think it's well and truly time we got rid of it." Were you surprised by the strong response from fans?
Yes, I was very surprised. I didn't expect this sort of reaction. As I said, we try our hardest not to be political. Our game is for escapism and relaxation and to get away from the day-to-day life. So I was very surprised that people wanted the anthem, and accordingly we listened to our fans. The one thing that this commission will do is listen to the fans. The Prime Minister eloquently put that what we've been through this year with the pandemic and the bushfires, etc. And it's a time that we all unite together, and playing the National Anthem at the State of Origin was crucial to that. So we didn't need any coaxing. I immediately rang all the commissioners and we reversed the decision. And we wouldn't have made the decision if we realised it would cause this sort of concern. But nevertheless, out of every negative there's a positive. Everyone knows there's a State of Origin game on next Wednesday in Adelaide.
In case you didn't know, you do know now. But how do the Indigenous players feel about this backflip? Because we know that some of them didn't sing the anthem last year. Will you be okay if they decide to be silent or to take a knee during the anthem?
Absolutely. Look, we respect our players' rights and their individualism, and they can, if they've got a concern, and look, there's no stronger supporter than the Indigenous players than myself. And when you listen to them and when you hear their concerns, you'll be in the same perspective as me. I have the highest regard and respect for them. They didn't ask for the anthem not to be played at the State of Origin. They asked for the anthem not to be played in the All-Stars game, which was an Indigenous game, and we didn't play it in the All-Stars game. Because they asked us. They never asked us for this one. This was purely our decision to play the National Anthem on a number of games, not all of them. It was a mistake and we've corrected it.
Yeah, and well done on that. Look, you're also the Chief Executive of Racing New South Wales. You're a busy man at the moment. Disturbing claims this morning that retired racehorses are being slaughtered for pet food. Your response?
Look, we're the only jurisdiction in the world that doesn't allow horses to go to knackeries and studs. That camera was there from March until August, and they only found 3 horses that was possibly breaching our rule. We're investigating that, and there's 2,000 horses a year that it's retired in New South Wales. To have 3 go through the system or through the cracks is good, not good enough, and we'll certainly eradicate that. We want every one of our racehorses in New South Wales to be rehomed and to go and have a pleasurable life for the rest of its life, and we will do everything in our power to make sure that happens. We've disqualified people for 3 years that don't abide by these rules. We spend $2.5 million a year on rehoming horses. We've spent $26 million buying farms and etc. to put our horses in. There's no jurisdiction anywhere in the world that does more for animal welfare than New South Wales.
Yeah, and it's something you've always been incredibly strong on. And look, I want to finish on the footy though, because can you tell Carl he's dreaming if he thinks that Queensland's going to get up on Wednesday?
Look, I've got to stay neutral even with Carl.
No,
so
you don't.
It'll be a very close. It'll be a very close game. We need those Queensland supporters, and it'll be a golden point. Well, although coal is a jinx, so that helps New South Wales. And look, the last time I was on, and I thought this is why you had me on today, I gave you a dud tip in the Everest. I'm going to give you a good tip in tomorrow's Golden Eagle. It's a horse that I thought was named after Carl, but actually it's a female horse. It's after you, Ali. It's Fun Star. It likes a wet track, but look out for Flit. They're the two horses tomorrow. So if I get it wrong, I'll wear a maroon jumper for Carl.
Oh, that's a big one, I tell you. All right, Peter, always good to chat. Thanks for coming on this morning. We appreciate it. Go the Blues.
My
Carl.
pleasure.
It's a great race, that Golden Eagle. A lot of money goes to charity as well. And look, Queensland, how good is Queensland? I mean, they're just going to take it out again. I'm just going to use my time now to go on and on about Queensland.
No.
Okay,
Move on.